Have you ever heard of a war that was over before lunch? I'm not joking. This is the story of the shortest war in recorded history, a conflict that lasted less than an hour. Let's rewind to August 1896 in the small island Sultanate of Zanzibar, just off the coast of East Africa. The pro-British Sultan had just died, and his cousin, Khalid bin Barghash, seized power without British approval. This was a direct challenge to the British Empire, which had a treaty giving it veto power over the succession. The British were not amused. They told Khalid to stand down and leave the palace by 9 a.m. on August 27th. Khalid, feeling confident with his 2,800 men and a royal yacht armed with a Gatling gun, refused. He fortified the palace and dared the British to act. Parked in the harbor were 5 modern British warships. The Royal Navy wasn't there to make friends. They were there to enforce the will of an empire at its peak. As the clock ticked past 9 a.m., the deadline expired. At exactly 9:02 a.m., the British ships opened fire. What happened next was pure, overwhelming destruction. The wooden palace was no match for modern naval artillery. Shells ripped through the walls, turning the building into a fiery inferno. Within minutes, the palace was collapsing, and chaos erupted among Khalid's forces. His armed yacht, the HHS Glasgow, tried to engage the British and was promptly sunk. The entire Zanzibari defense crumbled under the relentless bombardment. By 9:40 a.m., the palace flag was shot down. A white flag of surrender was quickly raised in its place. The shelling stopped. The war was over. It had lasted somewhere between 38 and 45 minutes. Over 500 of Khalid's defenders were killed or wounded, while only one British sailor was slightly injured. Khalid himself managed to escape the burning palace and took refuge in the German consulate, eventually slipping away to mainland Africa. The British quickly installed their preferred sultan, and their control over Zanzibar was cemented. The Anglo-Zanzibar War serves as a brutal, shocking reminder of the immense power disparity during the age of imperialism. A conflict so short, so one-sided, it almost sounds like fiction. But it was very, very real. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible tales from history. See you next time.